Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, we take a look at some of the damage left behind after severe weather tore through the state.
Plus, a special celebration here in Lincoln for Arbor Day. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
But first tonight, we begin with breaking news overnight.
Yeah, the Nebraska State Patrol is investigating a suspected murder-suicide. It happened in Broken Bow. NSP was first requested by local law enforcement to investigate a homicide.
Authorities say 45-year-old Angie Miller was found dead inside her home on North 13th Street in Broken Bow around 1:45 in the morning. Investigators determined that the suspect was Ryan Miller, Miller's ex-husband. They say Ryan was later found dead in a pasture nearby from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. If you have any information relating to this case, police ask you to give them a call. We have another breaking news story we're following today. An arrest has been made in an attempted kidnapping in Grand Island. GIPD says 22-year-old Luis Carrillo Argueta tried to grab a boy near 12th and Elm Street earlier this week. The 13-year-old was heading back from Walnut Middle School when Argueta allegedly grabbed his arm. At that point, the boy screamed and was able to pull away from the man. Police say Argueta is charged with attempted kidnapping, though they also say he could face additional counts as the investigation unfolds. Also in Grand Island, a man there is now facing federal charges after he was arrested for his involvements in 3 drug overdose cases earlier this year. 19-year-old Muhammad Ahmed is charged with possession of cocaine and fentanyl with the intent to distribute and possession of firearms. The charges stem from 3 incidents back in March where Grand Island police responded to opioid overdoses. Those led to a search warrant where drugs and several firearms were located. Also, an update on the 17-year-old Iowa boy who was accused of helping a classmate kill their high school teacher last year. We're now learning that he will be tried as an adult. This comes after a judge denied his request to move his case to juvenile court. Jeremy Goodale will face a first-degree murder trial in adult court for the beating death of 66-year-old Nohema Graber. Graber's body was found hidden under a tarp, a wheelbarrow, and railroad ties at a Fairfield, Iowa city park. Police say she was beaten to death with a baseball bat.
And staying with that story, a judge has already determined the other student arrested in the teacher's murder, Willard Miller, will also be tried as an adult. In other crime news now, there's a new concern over the latest TikTok trend.
The Kool-Aid challenge has made its way to Nebraska, according to the Sarpy County Sheriff's Office. Deputies there have cited at least 9 teens after a series of damaged fences were found in the metro area. The social media trend has kids mimicking the Kool-Aid man and smashing through fences like you see here in this video. Sarpy County has had at least 9 reported incidents similar to this one. The teens are facing several counts of criminal mischief. Authorities are investigating a deadly crash in McCook.
That's right. It happened Wednesday night at Highway 83 and West B Street. Police say 28-year-old Eugene Bailey was riding on his motorcycle when it collided with a truck. Both drivers were taken to the hospital where Bailey later died. News now from Husker Athletics.
The Nebraska women's basketball associate head coach announced his resignation this morning. Chuck Love had previously been suspended since February. Now on Twitter, Love says, quote, "I have come to the decision to move on and be with family and explore other opportunities. I will never forget how amazing this fan base has been." End quote. Nebraska women's basketball, Nebraska athletics, or head coach Amy Williams have not made a statement since the announcement of Love's resignation. As Lincoln continues to grow and more housing developments and apartments are built, many are still looking for more affordable housing options.
And many say the problem is there's not enough affordable housing, so a nonprofit here in Lincoln is wanting you to give your say on how we move forward. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez explains how this idea works.
As rent prices continue to soar, the need for affordable housing and affordable rent continues to grow in our area. So nonprofits and organizations around us are doing what they can to get creative to make sure everyone has a voice. Among other things, Collective Impact Lincoln has been working with communities and city leaders to continue the conversation. The new scorecard gives people living in and around neighborhoods the opportunity to say what is valuable to them and ways they may improve.
Affordability, that's going to be the the largest section in our scorecard, just because that's like the biggest problem with the housing, one of the biggest problems with this housing crisis. So yeah, is it at fair market value or lower? And then we have the economic impact. So is this development, a complex, going to bring in critical funding into the neighborhood for improvements?
Everyone is encouraged to score their neighborhood, and this score sheet can be found on our website, KOKNTV.com. Reporting in Lincoln, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Ariana. Many of you might remember Arbor Day was April 29th.
But stormy weather delayed a special Arbor Day Foundation celebration, so today they had it at Roper Park. Happy Arbor Day! Arbor Day celebrated its 150th holiday anniversary this year, and the Arbor Day Foundation, which is headquartered in Lincoln, celebrated its 50th anniversary. Today, the foundation, along with Lincoln Parks and Rec, planted 100 trees. Again, this was supposed to be on Arbor Day, but the weather would not cooperate.
The weather sometimes has a mind of its own, and we can't control when it rains, and we want to plant trees when it's in the right conditions for the trees to thrive in the earth as well. And so we had to wait until the earth dried out a little bit for us to get back out to Roper Park to plant today.
The foundation has planted nearly 500 million trees around the globe in their 50 years, and she says they hope to plant another 500 million, but this time in just 5 years. Well, as we showed you last night, parts of Nebraska saw severe weather.
One area hit hard was Burwell, home of Nebraska's big rodeo. Take a look.
Even after the storm, the high winds kept impacting the area.
Oh my gosh.
Burwell Rodeo President Jess Helgoth was trying to get his livestock secure when everything happened.
It just hit so fast. The warning went off on my phone, and in less than 5 minutes it started hailing and lightning, and then the wind just came.
And it wasn't only the Burwell area that was severely impacted.
The storm hit Valley County, Garfield County, and Wheeler County. We haven't found damages yet in Sherman and Greeley, but we're still checking on things.
The storm got trees down, pivots overturned.
But mostly the thing that's been very severe right now is the power poles, the number of power poles that are down, and we are out of electricity. We have a lot of areas out of electricity right now.
This is the place of the Nebraska Big Rodeo, and even though now it's looking like this, Helgoth says they'll work on getting things ready for the summer.
Everything will be fine for rodeo. We'll have a rodeo.
Just want everybody to be very cautious to kind of stay out of the damaged areas where we do have a lot of material and stuff that's blown away.
And power crews spent hours getting electricity flowing again in hard-hit areas. Officials report most places are back to 100%.
And a much more calm day for our Friday. Let's get a check of your first forecast, and much cooler, John. I'm not melting in here in the studio today.
That's right, cooler, less humid, and lots of sunshine outside. A fantastic day to get outside and enjoy it, and plenty of time to still do that this evening. As we take you to a live look right now from the station looking to the northwest, you can see we got blue skies, and the trees aren't blowing around too much either, so there's not a lot of wind. Visible satellite imagery showing you lots of sunshine. We do have a few clouds down over southern portions of Gage County and over to western Pawnee County, but that is really about it. We've got nice blue skies overhead. Take a look at the temperature change compared to yesterday when we were in the mid-90s. No, it's not that way today. It's 12 degrees cooler in Lincoln. It's currently 82. That's the high temperature for the day. It's 82 in Beatrice and 82 in Fairbury. Head back to the west, a very comfortable 75 in York, 78 in Aurora, and 77 right now in Kearney. And take a look at the drop in the dew point. That's the measure of the moisture in the air. It is down significantly from yesterday. We were in the middle 60s to near 70 degrees yesterday afternoon. Well, it's in the 30s and 40s. It's very, very comfortable air in place. We look back to the west. There is a cold front that is moving through Idaho and Montana. That will bring some impacts to us for tomorrow. That'll raise our temperatures and also give us a chance for a few spotty showers, but we're not going to be completely rain-free as we go through the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. For the rest of this evening, though, clear skies, 75 by 8, 68 degrees by 10 o'clock, a cool start to tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thank you, John. To national news now, still no formal response from 5 congressional Republicans on if they will comply with the subpoenas issued by the January 6th Select Committee.
So what's next for the committee's investigation and attempts to get the lawmakers to testify? ABC's Faith Abube is in Washington with the very latest.
Tonight, members of the House January 6th Select Committee keeping mum about what recourse they would take if the 5 Republican colleagues they've subpoenaed refuse to testify.
Well, I'm not going to go there now because we really are focused on getting everybody to comply, and I have every reason to think that they will.
The committee wants to hear from House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy and these 4 other Republican congressmen about what information and conversations they may have had with former President Trump and others involved in planning the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th that turned into the deadly Capitol insurrection. The subpoenas coming after they all refused to voluntarily testify. Committee Vice Chair Liz Cheney says the decision to issue the subpoenas to fellow members of Congress was not taken lightly. Nearly a year ago, Cheney speaking to ABC's John Carl, predicting what has now happened.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he were subpoenaed.
In audio obtained by the New York Times, McCarthy admitting to other House Republican leaders Donald Trump bears responsibility for the Capitol riot.
I've had it with this guy. What he did is unacceptable. Nobody can defend that, and nobody should defend it.
But McCarthy has defended Trump since then and has so far not said if he'll honor the subpoena.
Look, my view on the committee has not changed. They're not conducting a legitimate investigation.
Representatives Jim Jordan and Scott Perry also blasting the subpoenas.
This whole thing's a charade.
The committee's public hearings begin next month, and they hope to wrap up their investigation by the fall, meaning it's unlikely they could force these lawmakers to testify before they issue their report. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
And still ahead on the news tonight, for the first time, a picture of a black hole in Earth's galaxy.
That amazing story and your full forecast after the break. Now to the out-of-this-world breakthrough from deep space, the first image of the black hole at the center of our galaxy.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has more on this historic discovery and what this means for space science.
We've seen depictions of black holes in Hollywood movies and TV shows. Take this scene from Star Trek, for example.
Get us out of here, Scotty.
But now, and for the first time, a picture of a black hole in Earth's galaxy.
This image shows a bright ring surrounding the darkness, the telltale sign of the shadow of the black hole.
It's named Sagittarius A and can be seen at the center of the Milky Way, roughly 27,000 light years from Earth. The image comes from the Event Horizon telescopes, named for the boundary of no escape in a black hole, where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape from it.
Science fiction has people thinking that black holes would just suck everything into them, right? But that's not how they work. A black hole really is only dangerous when you're near its edge.
And capturing a picture of a black hole is incredibly difficult. For perspective, if you're using a regular telescope on Earth, scientists say it would be like trying to find a donut on the moon. So while it may be fuzzy and blurry, this image is one of the most significant moments in scientific history.
It's a place where if we really get a true understanding of space-time, things that we see only in science fiction may actually become technological reality.
Meanwhile, another space mystery is taking center stage. Next week, Congress will be holding hearings on UFOs after increased sightings of mysterious aircraft in protected airspace. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Well, back here on Earth, there is plenty of light to enjoy this afternoon as we've had mainly sunny skies throughout the day. Blue skies and not as hot as yesterday and not as humid either. Taking a live look right now from Schoen's Roofing in Beatrice, you can see really nice conditions. A couple of clouds. We showed you this during first forecast. There's just a couple of clouds down in the southern part of Gage County and western Pawnee County, but that's really about it. Taking a live look from Honda of Lincoln off to the south and west. Again, beautiful, clear blue skies, and I'll show you why those clear skies will benefit us this evening coming up in just a moment. Satellite imagery showing you those clouds. We could just see out the corner of the camera down from Schoen's Roofing. Show you the big picture of what's going on. The cold front that brought us the storms yesterday is off to the east, bringing severe weather across portions of south central Missouri and western Illinois. What we are watching for tonight is this cold front back to the west. This will pass through the area tomorrow. Ahead of it, we will get a slight jump in temperatures, nothing like yesterday. So we're talking low to mid 80s for tomorrow, but it also may bring us a chance for a spotty shower or even an isolated thunderstorm late tomorrow afternoon before we have some more rain coming in early Sunday morning. Temperatures right now at the high of the day in Lincoln, it's 82 in Beatrice and 82 in Fairbury, 79 for those of you in Columbus, 75 in York, and 78 degrees in Aurora. The dew point is down significantly from 24 hours ago when it was so humid outside, or as I like to call it, muggly out there. Dew points this afternoon now into the 30s to low 40s. For the rest of this evening with clear skies, temperatures dropping into the upper 60s by 10 o'clock. Eventually by morning, we'll drop down to a very comfortable low to mid 50s. So not a bad night, I think, tonight to open the windows up and enjoy some of Mother Nature's air conditioning. Hey, now for what's going to happen to this evening that you can go out and see, it's a free show Friday that NASA and all the other space agencies are providing because the International Space Station will be flying overhead and visible for a very long time. You don't see it usually this long or any longer. For 7 minutes starting at 10:27 p.m. It'll start in the southwest sky and then exit off to the northeast. Look for that solid dot. Tonight it'll be moving slower because it's at 7 minutes, but take the kids outside and look up and you can see the space station traveling at 17,000 miles per hour, about 200 miles up into the sky. Tomorrow morning, starting out in the 50s, we're going to see a lot of sunshine for the first part of the day. Skies will turn partly cloudy by afternoon. We'll start to see a few clouds bubbling up as that cold front starts to slide through. Then it'll shift our winds around to the northwest. And again, maybe a chance for a spotty shower. And I think Stormcast is even overdoing it, showing you how much is out there. But there will be a chance for that as we head late afternoon into the early evening. Highs tomorrow up to 84 degrees in Lincoln, 85 in Beatrice, and 84 in Seward. Winds gusting at times to 25 miles per hour. Now, it's more so Saturday night and the early Sunday morning. We'll see a better chance for some rain coming into the area, and you'll see that on Stormcast. Starting to bring showers in pre-dawn Sunday morning, and these will hang around during the morning hours before moving off to the south and east. Behind it, we'll see some cooler temperatures in here for Sunday afternoon, and likely seeing some sunshine by Sunday afternoon as well. 29 computer model average suggests right at just about a quarter of an inch of rain in Lincoln, with lesser amounts to the south and to the west, slightly higher amounts off to the north and east of Lincoln. 7-day forecast, 74 degrees for a high on Sunday, so comfortable temperatures. In fact, temperatures a few degrees below normal. We're back up to near normal on Monday with sunny skies, 79 degrees, and then temperatures in the mid-70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, with a chance for some scattered showers on Tuesday. Warming things up on Thursday. The humidity starts to increase as well. Up to 89 Thursday. I think we could get it back up in the low to mid-90s again by next Friday. And then turning windy again for the start of next weekend, with temperatures back into the 70s and even upper 60s perhaps for the second half of next weekend.
All right. Thank you very much, John. A great end to the work week on Wall Street. Feels nice to say that today. Right. The Dow gaining 466 points. NASDAQ also up 434. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source. A baby giraffe born with leg abnormalities now has a new lease on life.
All thanks to an unprecedented collaboration between wildlife and orthotics experts. Here's tonight's Take a Look at This.
Walking Tall. That would be the perfect name for a made-for-TV movie about the inspiring and groundbreaking work done to help a baby giraffe born with its front limbs bending the wrong way. C. Tooney, born at San Diego's Wildlife Safari Park, suffered from birth with abnormal limb hyperextension, which made her front legs bend more like arms. Fearing the worst for the growing giraffe, zoo officials teamed up with orthotics experts from the Hanger Clinic, who famously created a custom prosthetic tail in 2006 for a dolphin born with no tail. Together, they designed a series of custom athletic-grade leg braces for the giraffe calf, even giving one of them a cute giraffe pattern. Following corrective surgery, Situni spent 39 days in braces normally designed for humans, learning to walk again. The gamble paid off, and Situni, now 3 months old and braces-free, is able to walk and run with the other giraffes at the park. And from a giraffic transformation to a Jurassic transaction, Christie's just completed an auction first, selling a rare 100 million-year-old velociraptor skeleton for a whopping $12.4 million. The fossil is reportedly the most complete ever of the species Deinonychus, which inspired the insidious razor-clawed raptors made famous in the Jurassic Park movies. Christie's said the sale of the rare skeleton marked the first ever of its kind, and the winning bid was nearly double their already monstrous expectations. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That giraffe was cute. That was
He was
good stuff.
adorable.
All right, let's get a final check of the weather on this Friday night, John.
Yeah, a nice evening. If you've got some plans to do some grilling outside, I think it's fantastic to do so. Or if you're heading out for dinner, should be a nice evening. 82 degrees at 6 o'clock, 75 degrees by 8 o'clock, 68 by 10. I think you can get by with opening the windows up tonight. Humidity is lower, and temperatures will be dropping in the low to mid 50s by morning. And as we go through the day tomorrow, temperatures will be just a little bit warmer with highs back in the low to mid 80s.
Beautiful Friday evening. Get out and enjoy it, folks. Thank y'all for being here.
Have a great night. World News is next. See you at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress specifically for you, right here in our locally owned store. We can even make his side different than hers, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee.